All right, here's our pack of 1984 Topps, our wax pack that we will open now. And if you're on the YouTube, you can see the cards in the pack that we open. Our winner that was pulled was episode 58, Alexander Samford. I think he's won before. He must do a lot of liking of our social media stuff. So Alexander, you'll be getting some wax packs and these cards, unless it's the Mattingly Strawberry. I probably keep those. All right, here's the pack. It's green. It says 1984 in red with a little yellow stripe around that. Topps Major League Baseball, the real one. Win World Series trips. Play Topps All-Star Baseball game. So 15 cards, picture cards, one stick of bubble gum. So we can't win that anymore, obviously, because it was an old World Series that happened already. But there's game cards in there about that. I remember getting those and then throwing those away. I probably should have put in to go to that, but I never did that. The back, it shows play Topps All-Star Baseball game card inside. No purchase necessary to play. I guess you could send in that card. And your World Series trip is worth up to $5,000. Or you could get a batting glove worth $2. Huh. Pretty cool. All right. So let's go ahead and open this up. Here we go. Here's the pack. Looks like it had a pretty good, looks like it's a real pack. Sometimes they get, who knows, people are so good at faking these packs. I've got these, through auctions and stuff like that, so who knows. Here we go, crud. Gotta eat the piece of gum. Here we go, here's the gum. Oh my. Amazingly awful. And it just disintegrated in my mouth again. All right. So here's what the cards look like. First one is Frank White. So we said it had two pictures on it. So you have the normal in action picture at the top, or in the middle there, a normal picture. And then at the bottom left-hand corner, you have the other picture just of their head. I think it's like that in most of them. Yes. And they're both in color pictures, which is pretty cool for back in 1984. Then it says their name in the bottom middle right side. It's got bottom right side has the position they played, which is second base for Frank White. And then on the left side, going down the side of the card, it says the team they played for. And the top right has Topps. And the border is just a white border. I love these cards. They're so cool. The back's even cool. I love the colors. You got a dark blue and like a pinkish color there. Pinkish orange, I guess, with the stats. Stats are in blue ink. And it looks like it has all their stats from any time they played and probably minor leagues. This one doesn't, but some of them have minor leagues if there are not a lot of the major league stats. And then a little bit about each player at the bottom, I believe, if there's anything of note. So this one was Frank White. He's a good player. Ooh, Dan Quisenberry. Loved watching him pitch. Next, we have Steve Carlton. This is the first card in the set, number one. I just saw this on the computer when I was looking up information and had that picture in there. Steve Carlton. So this is a highlight card, gives 1983 highlights, from the year before. And then it tells a little bit about that person. There were a few of these cards. I guess you would call that a subset in the set. Carlton wins 300th game. He's all-time strikeout king. So it tells about that on there. So highlights cards. Porfirio Altamirano. Hope I said that right. Man, I've never heard of that guy before. Wow. Usually, I remember putting this set together at that age. Don't remember that guy. Dave Dravecki. I think Kurt told us about him once. He's a guy that, I don't know if he lost his arm or he was throwing and busted his arm. He might have had cancer. Can't remember. Curtis, I'm sure, will tell us about him. I think he was a really good guy. Good pitcher, but kind of sad how his career ended there. Manager card, Joe Torre. Dave Steve, he's a great pitcher. Had some good years. Here's an AL active career strikeout leader. So here's another kind of little subset there, strikeout leaders. I'm sure they had hitting leaders and that type of stuff too. So this one has Don Sutton, Burt Blyleven, and Jerry Koosman. This was the all-time active players that were playing at that time, the strikeout leaders who had the most. Here's one of those all-star game things that you could, little cards that you could send in to try to win a trip to the to the World Series or a batting glove or something to that effect. But that's what they looked like. I remember I got these and I just threw them away or something. Joel Youngblood. Britt Burns. Old Britt. Chuck Rainey. Come on, let's go. Don Mattingly, let's go. Darryl Strawberry. Harold Baines. Man, that guy's a great hitter too. Harold Baines had some great years. Alan Wiggins, I can remember when he was supposed to be this up-and-coming really good player. He had a couple good years, but I don't think that panned out. Alan Wiggins. Maybe I'm wrong. 2 more cards. Here we go. Let's see. Lee Mazzilli. And, this has got some damage to it. Gary Allenson. It's hard to see, but if you're on YouTube, like right there, that's like, it was like something was stuck to it there, maybe the card before it. And then on the back, look at where the gum had been for all those years. Wow, look at the damage to the card because of the stupid gum. That's nuts. So that was Gary Allenson. All right, that was our pack. Appreciate you watching on the YouTube side. And we'll go finish up the podcast. And thanks for tuning in to the YouTube side.